Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Carson Lee back here to share with you guys another baseball tip that I found very helpful over the course of my career to allow me to grow as a hitter, and I want to share it with you guys. If you are someone that you feel like you struggle to find consistency not only in the cage but at the plate, then this video is for you. This is a tip that is very easy to implement in your cage session, and if it's something that you stick to over the course of time, I promise you will see yourself grow and develop as a hitter. All I ask from you is that if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button. And to allow my channel to grow and allow me to be able to impact as many baseball players as possible, all I ask is that you share the link to this video with your friends so that they can see it too, and we can help build a baseball community of guys that are growing and developing as baseball players, because that's what I want most from you guys. Now let's go ahead and jump into this tip and let's get started. Now this is one of those things that's very easy to implement into your cage sessions, whether you're hitting off the tee, you're hitting front toss, or you're hitting live. But I want you guys to start focusing on the ball flight once it leaves your bat. Now that I'm not saying to jerk your head out of your swing or not to have your head down at contact, but once your head is down at contact and that ball has left your bat, I want you to pay attention to how the ball is coming off your bat, what kind of spin it has, what kind of direction the ball has. The ball will tell you everything about your swing, and that is critical because when you're in the game, you're in the box all by yourself, correct? You don't have time to be thinking about every single mechanical adjustment that you can make. You're in there, you're in attack mode. You're trying to put your most efficient swing, your best swing, your A swing on the pitch and try and hit it as hard as you can. So how do you train yourself to be able to put that A swing on the ball as many times as possible? That starts in the cage. I see so many guys that just get in the cage and they just start swinging, and they're very inconsistent with their swing. You have guys that will go in there and they'll be off the tee, and this is something that it's hard for me to grasp and understand. I don't get it. When the ball is on the tee and it's not moving, you should be able to repeat your swing every single time, and the ball coming off your bat will tell you whether you are doing that or not. If you're hitting off the tee and the ball is set down the middle and you hit one line drive up the middle, next swing you pop a ball up, next swing you pull and you hit it to, let's say for me, because I'm a righty, I pull it and I hit it into the left cage, and then the next swing I chop straight into the ground. What does that tell me as a hitter? That tells me that all four of those swings are four different swings. Now, let's go to scenario number two. Ball's still on the tee and it's right down the middle, and I take four swings and hit four line drives right back up the middle. That tells me that I am repeating my same swing. I am consistently repeating the same movement to get to the ball. And that is something that I feel like with youth, high school, and even some college players, it is very overlooked. That it's a small thing that guys just don't pay attention to. But I promise if it's something that you can add to your cage sessions and pay attention to how the ball is leaving your bat, you will become a better hitter. Because if you can't consistently repeat your swing in the cage, especially off the tee when the ball is not moving, then how do you expect to react to a pitch that's moving and put your best swing on it as many times as you can, right? Yes, you get 4 or 5 at-bats in a game, and you may be able to do it once. But how do you go 3 for 4 or 4 for 4, or even not even about getting hits, but just hit 4 line drives or hit four balls hard over the course of that game? You do it by being able to repeat your swing. So this is something that I implemented early on in my career. I think it was junior college when I got redshirted. I used to hit for an hour before practice. First person to show up at practice every day, and I was the last person to leave. Before practice, I would hit. After practice, I would take ground balls. And my tee sessions before practice, I always focused on trying to hit the ball in the same spot off the back part of the cage, whether I was focusing on in, middle, or out. And it was something that I was able to master, where I was able to consistently hit the ball in the same spot with the same backspin and the same trajectory. So that tells me as a hitter, I am repeating my swing over and over and over again. And I feel like over the course of time, this allowed me to become a better coach of myself. Because yes, we all have our own hitting coaches, right, that we hit with in the cage, that we make tweaks and stuff to our swings. But guys, when you get in the box, especially as you go up and guys are throwing harder and their off speed is sharper and they can throw more than 2 pitches for strike, you're not going to have success if you're in the box thinking about your mechanics, that, oh, my hands have to be back, I have to load in my back leg, my shoulder has to stay closed. If you're thinking about all these things, guys, you're going to get blown up. So this is where your cage sessions come in handy. If you're in your cage session and you can focus and break it down and be your own coach and take a swing and see the ball and how it's coming off your bat and understand what that ball is telling you, then that's going to allow you to create that consistency that now when it comes game time and you get in that attack mode where all you're doing is you're looking for your pitch, whatever your approach may be. Approach is a big aspect of this because you have to know your strengths and weaknesses as a hitter and what pitch you're looking for. But that's a topic for a whole nother video. But if you're in the box, you're in attack mode, you know what pitch you're looking for, and you see something over the plate and you put your best swing on it, I promise those cage sessions of being able to consistently repeat that swing is going to make consistently hitting those pitches that you should be hitting. You are going to consistently hit them harder, but also more consistent. Like you're going to have a better contact rate than before. So this is one of those things that you can implement at any point in the cage. You could do it off the tee, you could do it off soft toss, and you can do it off a live arm. But the ball will always tell you what you're doing. Like I said, guys, this is a very simple thing that you can do, and you can implement it off the tee, you can implement it off soft toss, and you can implement it off live. But you have to start paying attention to what the ball is telling you. Baseball and hitting in general is the hardest thing to do in sports. And you're not going to master it unless you pay attention to these small details. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, guys, if you have two different scenarios of a guy that pops up, line drive at the middle, roll over, and scenario 2 of a guy that hits 3 line drives up the middle, I promise guy number 2 is going to see far better results than guy number 1. So this is something that I challenge you guys. Challenge yourself when you're on the tee, you're on soft toss, you're on live, start with 5 in a row, start with 10 in a row, then turn it into a whole session. This is something that, guys, like I said, when I was redshirted, I wouldn't finish my early work until I was able to do this, a certain number of times or for a whole bucket or whatever. Yes, guys, I understand that at times we're not all perfect, especially when you're in the cage and you're working on stuff, you're trying to create some feels versus real. I understand that you're going to take bad swing and you're not going to be perfect every time. You're going to miss hit balls. But the more you can train yourself to be more consistent than inconsistent, that consistency will translate to the field. Because now you've created that muscle memory. That where now you get in attack mode and you just go and your body is already in the position that it needs to be in. Versus the guy that's inconsistent in the cage, that makes sense of why he is inconsistent on the field. Because he's not able to repeat his A swing over and over again. So I challenge you guys to start implementing this into your cage session. Try to create the same ball path off the bat as many times as you can, and I promise you will start reaping the benefits long term. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. Like I mentioned, I want to challenge you guys to start implementing this in your cage sessions. Start focusing on your ball flight. Watch what the ball is telling you based on trajectory. After you do this a few times, send me a message. Give me some feedback on what you think. Let me know how it's affecting your swing and how it's affecting you over the course of the game. And I look forward to hearing from all y'all, and I hope that this is something that you find helpful and can allow you to become a better hitter and have more success at the plate. As always, I thank you guys for taking the time to watch my video. All I ask is you share this video with your friends. And that's all I have for today, guys. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.